Joey. Hi, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
And so anyways, I'm at Joey's work. I just left my writers group and I just came over to see what he was doing. It's Saturday. And so he works in the office usually, but on weekends sometimes he gets a chance to work on other projects. And so this is a project you've been working on for a while, right, Joey?
Yep.
And so how long have you been working on it?
Too long.
Too long. I know he works on it at home and he works it at work, but it's finding the time, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of difficult. And so anyways, so show us what you're working on. What is this?
Well, this basically is a boat hood. The person that owns it, actually it fell off of the boat, came off the boat on the freeway, and about 20 or 30 cars ran over it. Looks like we got a corner piece that's got to go in here. We got to glue that back into there. We're going to try and rebuild this scoop. In worst case scenario, if I have to, we can actually buy these scoops, because this was actually an add-on afterwards. But we're going to try and rebuild everything that is here. This thing has been worked before, because I can actually see some filler put in here, and then there's some glue spots on the bottom side of this thing. So you can see prior repairs have been made, and it's actually delaminating. So we're going to have to go through and rebuild all of that. You can see how it just comes right off. It wasn't prepared correctly. So, like I say, this one has had a hard life, but we'll see if we can bring it back to life and make a new looking hood out of this thing. And unfortunately, it's a vintage drag boat, so the parts are no longer available. So basically, I'm trying to glue it back together. So we did buy a new scoop that's close to the one that was originally on it. And then you can actually see all the sections that I've had to glue back into place. I had to fabricate all these corners and then mold it all in. Once I get the scoop on it, we'll finish it up, paint it, and put it back on the boat.
Okay, how many hours do you think you have into this?
We got about 60 or 70 hours into it already.
60 or 70 hours, you guys.
Yeah.
I know he does because he's worked on it at home too.
Yeah.
And I remember what it looked like before. It was a really mangled mess, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, because it had really big holes in it, and so you had to put like fiberglass and stuff in it.
Yeah, had to fabricate, just made components out of cardboard that duplicate the parts.
That's right. He had to fabricate a lot of parts using
Yeah.
cardboard, he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, Joey can do anything, you guys. He can do anything. I've seen really cool stuff that he's made over the years.
Yeah.
So it's just finding the time, right, Joey?
That's
because
it.
you put in
Finding
so
the
many
time.
hours at work.
That's it.
How many hours do you put in at work now?
I'm averaging about 70 hours a week.
70 hours a week, you
Yeah.
guys. And
Yeah.
so he doesn't even get paid for all those 70 hours, do you?
Nope, don't get paid for them.
I know he has to sign off on overtime. They won't pay him for some of the overtime.
Yeah.
And so I can say that right here on YouTube, because I'm not saying the name
You
of the
can,
company.
because I don't get paid by hours, so I'm considered management, so I can work 100 hours a week and I still wouldn't get paid anymore.
Okay. Yeah, so he works really hard. And so, but anyways, we're trying to get him to a place where he doesn't have to put in all of that time anymore. And he can do some of the things that he really loves and enjoys, because he's so creative.
Yep. Hopefully get to it soon.
And so anyways, you guys, so I'm just going to walk around this scoop so you can see it. And so didn't he have to order that part, Joey?
Yeah.
And that took a while to come in. And meanwhile, Joey was working on this stuff. And so what's the next step, Joey?
Well, then the next step is I've already got one coat of fiberglass filler in here.
Okay.
I'm going to put one more coat of fiberglass filler and just start finishing all the joints up, and then it's ready for primer.
Yay. And after primer comes the paint, right?
That's right.
And he's already tried it on his boat and it fits.
Not yet. I hope it fits.
Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone. Bye. Say bye, Joey. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. What I'm doing right now, I'm just kind of trying to piece it back together using a bunch of clamps, little wood strips, just to kind of get it back into an approximate shape. So I'll be doing this with all of the pieces just to kind of get the rough thing laid out where it should be. And then once I do that, what I want to do, I'm going to grind this area right here. I'm going to lay a piece of fiberglass mat over it, and just to build it up, just to hold everything back into shape. So that way, what I'm going to do once that's done, then I'll be flipping it over once it's solid, and then I'll be fiberglassing the backside, and then we'll be finishing the outside. But that's a lot way down the road. So right now, we're just jigging it to get the whole thing back into the correct shape.